to today's episode of Illusion and Intrigue, right? That's the order?
Yep.
Okay, I got not so vehement.
That is probably the order.
That is the order. I see it now on stream. We are, it's been a couple weeks, I guess. It seems like it's been a couple weeks since we were last here. When you guys discovered, what did you discover? You discovered a new silk trader that wasn't a new silk trader, actually. And followed a bunch of leads to get that information. It was very exciting, but then wasn't
got set upon by a pack of brats.
Got set upon by a pack of brats, inspired by real life situations. And then went to a bar where captains were. I don't remember why you went to the bar.
We thought it was the place where maybe we could find out if people are shipping stuff and maybe get some intel.
Find actual silk traders.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you went to this bar where there was a bard in residence playing, you didn't know what, but he's playing a fiddle. And our local resident bard decided that he was going to try to take over or something. We don't know yet. But before we begin, we should probably introduce ourselves, just in case anybody doesn't know. So I guess starting with Stuart, as per usual.
Hi, I am Stuart. I play Ra, a paladin. And yeah.
And Amanda.
I'm Amanda. I play Callianne, or Cal, the druid. And I apologize. I have a puppy chomping a chew toy in the background, but he's not chomping me, so we're going to let it go.
Obviously don't know our order yet.
Yeah.
Chris.
Apparently not. Also Chris.
I
can go. Okay, sorry. Also, I have kids in the background, as always.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Chris, and I play Bard the Bard.
Elizabeth?
I'm Elizabeth, and I play Gretchen, the wild magic sorcerer.
I play Duncan, ranger.
And I'm Kara, and I will be your friendly local DM for the day. Maybe not friendly. Who knows? Maybe I'll just kill everybody. You just never know what'll happen in any given moment. Probably I won't kill you all.
Probably.
Probably.
I've accidentally, in the back of my head, contemplated a character, so that means Bard is doomed. So.
It seems to be how it works.
No!
Well, today's episode title is Bard Fight. So let's just see what happens with that.
Oh, that's right. We're going to have a music rock fest.
Yeah. My last note from last week was next week, Battle of the Bards.
Oh, yes.
I haven't even opened my notes yet. Possibly I should do that.
I actually opened mine this time. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, I've opened mine.
Before we started the recap.
Oh, didn't do that
I
before.
remembered without the recap. Pretty much most of everything. Okay, good for me.
We also got a map.
You also got a map. That is true. You now have a map of at least one point in history, the ancient kingdoms of Thailand. Oh, I just made myself big. I don't know
whether or not it will be helpful.
Unbig me. There we go. Okay.
I'm gonna do dance moves throughout, so yeah.
Yep.
I did not open was Roll20, and now I can't find my Roll20 password, so...
Doesn't just save it?
It's supposed to. But it's being a butt. As any technology that doesn't do what I want is automatically a butt.
It's the technology's fault.
It is totally the technology's fault, Josh. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, third time's the charm. That's still a chew toy, right? You can never be too sure with that one.
Chew toy shoes. It's all the same.
It switches very rapidly. I'm sitting there all calmly, chew, 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 my bone, my bone, my bone, my bone. Oh, the speaker. Yeah. This is the thing that has happened.
I assume you knew what you were getting into.
I did.
This is
But
called
but the speed with which he does it is impressive.
All right. So you guys are in the tavern. Bard, what are you doing?
I think when we had left off, like I had strummed a note, like just the open chords, and then just like pointed at him like it was kind of a challenge or something along those lines.
Okay.
A chord of destiny.
So this, now that you sort of have a chance to stop and look at this other bard, or at least musician in the tavern, he is like a middle-aged guy. He doesn't look very well dressed. He doesn't look terribly dressed. He just, doesn't look very fancy by any means. He sort of clears his throat, looks at you, stops fiddling, looks at you again, spits, and then starts fiddling again, like with vehemence.
Mid-drink, I stop and go, oh, and then keep drinking.
In response, I'll start just walking towards him and just strumming, not strumming, but like just finger picking the notes and stuff. So we'll go with it sounds vaguely similar to ACD's Thunderstruck.
Okay, so you're not going with his song whatsoever.
Oh no, I am challenging.
Okay. He speeds up, and it's starting to sound on his end like Devil Went Down to Georgia.
But yeah, I'm gonna just continue to because I think our whole goal here was like I was trying to draw attention so that the rest of you guys could like go talk to people easier. So I think this all works. So I'll just continue to be a nuisance.
Okay. I assume that he outlouds you with a fiddle, probably.
Maybe I would assume so. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, pretty loud. But yeah, he's definitely fully keyed in on you. The rest of the bar is starting to like, sort of whisper to each other, and you hear little laughs coming from various corners of the bar, and you see a little bit of money exchanging hands. And make a performance check.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20 for a 28.
You want to know what he also got? That's really funny. So both of you sound absolutely amazing. This is like the best performance of your life, but he is matching you like moment for moment, of high drama performancing. As this is going on, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm distracted.
This is a really two amazing performances that have zero in common are happening right in front of you. You are muted.
You're
Amanda.
muted, Amanda.
You're still muted, Amanda.
My bad. I said I was just sitting there with my mug up, like halfway to drink, like, whoa.
Yeah, you've probably never heard anything as good as one of these performers, much less both of them. So this continues for a few minutes as he starts to sort of weave into yours. So they're very different songs, but like as you pause, he weaves in, and then so it's sort of starting to almost become a duo, even though it is in no way actually a duo. As this intensity just keeps raising, and his eyes are locked on you.
I want to use prestidigitation so that occasionally, as I'm, strumming, sparks will kind of shoot out from the strings where my fingers are. Like I'm playing that intensely. And if I can do the same from his violin, well, actually, I don't know if it's touch or not.
Oh, I don't know either.
Prestidigitation's 10-foot range.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like assuming he doesn't freak out when he's starting to see sparks, like that it's one of those. I'm playing so intensely, I'll do the same from his, where it's like he's playing so intensely that sparks are shooting out from his strings.
Yeah, so there is a moment where you see he sort of pauses mid bow. What do you call it when you strum a violin? Whatever. And like is sort of looking at the sparks, but then he just goes with it. Like he jumps back in, and it's on. And this is you like hear people like you don't maybe notice because you're in the middle of a very very, very intense performance, but the rest of you see people crowding into the tavern, like from the streets. They're coming in, and it's getting very crowded around you all.
Actually, I remember what the plan was. They were supposed to indicate to me who the captains were.
But all of them are staring at you open
or
mouth.
people of interest. That's what it was.
Are you guys coming out of it, or you're just watching?
Weren't we supposed to be doing something? Right?
What?
Captains?
Oh, yeah. And I'll take another look around the room and see if I saw some people that I recognized as like dockhands, but are there any captains that I recognize?
Make a perception check.
That's a 15 total.
Okay. What? We're not going to just be all natural 20s today?
No.
Okay, so you do recognize a couple of captains just from your time on the docks. You haven't spent a lot of time on these docks, but enough that you recognize a couple of them that presumably either still are in town or are back in town from the last time you were down working there. And one is like a middle-aged woman who has long, dark, very unruly curly hair that's just this crazy mass of curls. She stands out because, again, there aren't that many dark-haired people in the area. Although, as you well know, in the shipping, sailing world, there are many more because they come from all over the place. If you had to guess, you would guess that she's probably from one of the, like, nomad clans in the West. And she is wearing fairly simple sailor's clothing, but you do recognize her as one who is probably a captain, but definitely in charge in some way of her ship. There is also a younger man who you've seen a couple of times, and you're not sure if he's like actually a captain or an owner or a captain or owner's son who just sort of thinks they're really in charge, but it's definitely someone who seems to be in charge or thinks they're in charge. And you've sort of heard a little bit of whispering about him that maybe he's like not actually totally in charge, but he sure thinks he is. And some others that you are positive, like you've seen some faces, but you don't know exactly what their rank is necessarily.
Sure. I'll point out to Gretchen. I'll be like, oh, well, that lady with the wild animal on her head is a captain, and then that guy thinks he's a captain. Like he's not crazy. He's just like a rich kid. I bet he would get along really well with you, even though he's in here. But you could probably speak some of the same fancy words. And then I know those guys over there in the corner that are drinking heavily.
Okay.
I work with them.
Well, should we he thinks he's in charge, right?
Yeah,
So maybe we
he
should
like maybe his
reach out.
dad bought him a boat. I can't remember the story exactly.
Oh, so he's like a pet, like a hobby. Like his
Yeah,
dad gave him a hobby,
I bet if
and
you
that
give
he's
him a
supposed to
chance
be
to brag, he will. So
like, oh, you've got such a. Oh, I heard you got a boat.
yeah,
Hey, Cal, 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 Cal. Oh,
What?
okay.
Huh?
You seem to be staring off in the distance right now. I think we're supposed to be looking for captains. Here, lady with that dark hair. Yeah, she's a captain. And then there's pretty boy over
So-
there. So,
Uh-huh.
I want to do this. How were we supposed to do this? I think I spaced out. Okay, I'll go in and talk to
I'm
him.
good at just like randomly talking people up. That's
It's. I mean,
a good thing.
true. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna go in, do a conversation, like warm him up, get to know him a little bit,
just
then try to get him on silks.
yeah, just charm him and whatever.
Woo him.
Yeah,
Whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hair's back. Let's do this.
Meanwhile, the duo/battle continues. Okay, so Gretchen, you're going to go over and talk to the younger man, possible captain.
I'll say
Yeah.
before they get started that I'll go over to talk to the captain lady, but we can do their scene first. So,
I guess I'll go with Gretchen.
and I'll bring
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, I'll
Duncan
I'll
along.
go with Ross. So I'm not sitting by myself. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll learn something.
And I'll lock arms with Cal, and so just sashay with me, and we'll just pretend that we're just two enamored girls. You know, like you go, you don't have to say anything.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay.
I think I can do that. Just
Um,
smile and
Curiosity, what did you both choose to wear to this adventure?
I did
I think
choose.
I'm just wearing one of my normal everyday dresses.
I think I did choose one of my more plainer dresses. Plainer.
probably still
You
very
still
overdressed.
Stick out like a sore thumb. Yep.
Still sticking out like a sore thumb. Yes, but it's plain. So it has to be more reasonable. I still look like I make way more money than Cal does.
Than anybody here has ever dreamed of.
Anybody- Yeah.
Yep.
I had no idea how much clothes cost. I'm still hung up on that.
Yeah, mine's like my hanging around the herbalist shop.
Be
Okay.
my lady in waiting. Okay. How about that? Handmaid, servant, thing, person. Let's go. We're here to scope out the boys. That's why we're here. And make my father be ashamed of myself for scoping out men at basically a dive bar. Okay, we've got our story. Whew. Okay.
Okay.
I got my drink.
So the young man that you are approaching is drinking steadily and avidly watching this bard fight without even noticing anything else as you guys approach. He's just totally centered on this, and he's got a couple of companions with him, and like every now and then he sort of he's still watching, but he kind of leans over and says something. And then like maybe, you know, another gold coin or something will sort of change hands, but he doesn't see you to approach at all.
Okay, this is great. This works out. I'm gonna get a beer, and then I'm just gonna push it in front of him.
Okay.
You know, like, oh, slide.
So you do that, and without even breaking stride, he just starts drinking the next one.
Not
Hey,
going to plan.
the microphone.
Who do you think is gonna win?
I don't know.
Was that
It's
directed at me?
it's a real tough call, but my money's on that new one because that mask, very mysterious. Masked people always win in the end.
Yeah, I'm betting on that one too. You look very parched. Can I get you another beer?
Sure. I'll always
Okay.
take another one.
I'll get another beer. Yeah. So what do you do when you're not looking at big barred fights?
Oh, well, this never happens. This
Never?
is new. Not here.
Oh.
No. No.
No. Oh, really? I know.
Yeah. Pretty impressive. I've never seen that guy before. The other one, he comes here all the time, but I've never
Oh.
seen him play like that.
The fiddle?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
that guy's here a lot. But he's usually just background noise. This is sure something. And he's still just watching. Like he hasn't even looked up to see you guys yet.
Okay. Strange. Like, I don't know. I'm not here usually, so I snuck out. But so this doesn't happen all the time. I thought this is like what happens at like establishments like this.
No.
There's usually music, and at that point he sort of glances up at you and almost as a double take, like, wait, who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, just trying to cause a little trouble for my father. That's all.
Oh, sure. Well, if you want to cause trouble, Pat's the seat next to him.
What?
Pat's the seat next to him.
Gretchen's gonna sit down.
I'm just awkwardly hovering behind Gretchen, and I've defaulted to my lady's maid persona.
So what do you do?
Stop looking at you.
I am a sailor of the high seas.
Oh,
Yes, I own a ship. A very, very fine ship. You should come for a ride on my ship.
oh, wow, that's really impressive. Ah. That's really impressive. Like, how big is your ship?
Big.
I'm just glad to see we're abandoning any pretense here.
It's really big. You'd be impressed.
Well, I'm already impressed. But what do you do with such a big ship?
Whatever I want, my lady.
Wow. But what's the so how much, like, to get down to the nitty-gritty, like how much do you make with such a like large ship? And like what do you like do you take like do you like put lots of like jewels or fruits or clothing on it?
There will be no biting.
Uh, you're talking about my actual ship?
Oh, interpret something? I thought you said you owned a ship, a big ship.
I do. I do own a big ship. Yes, we trade in many things. He sort of looks at his companions, who are not paying any attention. They're just riveted on the bard battle.
I mean, I'm sure you also have another big ship, but I'm always curious about what people do before I, see their actual big ship compared to their real ship.
A beer for the lady.
So,
And you're surprised to see, like, someone actually does come and deliver a beer. Like, you wouldn't think that here they would deliver alcohol to the tables. Like, you went to the bar to get it, but someone brings one to you.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm always just curious about, acquiring things in the future.
I'm going to go over to the bar and get 2 more beers.
Like, how did you get into the sailing business? Do you also have tattoos?
Oh, well, you. I worked my way up from the ground. I was
Oh,
just a lowly deckhand and worked my way up. Nobody helped me. And then I bought my own ship.
oh, wow.
And now I'm captain of my own destiny.
Where do you like to sail to?
Oh, we go anywhere we want to go. Most recently, we went up to some nomad town, and oh boy, I gotta tell you, they are interesting people there. Oh, the women, man. I mean, you wouldn't understand, but
Oh,
they're
but
interesting.
I would love to hear more about that. Can you tell me more? Where was this? I'm curious about the world. I've always wanted to travel farther than
Nothing
just,
like traveling.
oh,
Well, it was this town. I don't remember what it was called, but there were tents everywhere. I think they all lived in the tents. I don't really know, but maybe they did. And
and
there was lots of alcohol.
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a good place, good times.
Why did you end up going to that town? It sounds incredible.
Oh, we just
Different.
were sailing around and it was there.
There. So you just stopped for a bit and then,
Yeah, that's what we do.
oh, so
I mean,
what's,
we also trade some stuff sometimes because,
oh,
you got to make money on your ship. That's what my dad always.
yeah.
So sometimes we find stuff and we trade it around, the way you do. I think I don't really deal with that very much, though. That's mostly these guys. And he sort of sloshes beer like out of his cup when he's like gesturing towards them. But
I'm going
there's
to come back and just slide a beer to Gretchen and one to him. Actually, no,
Gretchen's-
I got shots of whiskey.
And Gretchen's gonna tap like Cal and gesture that she should probably talk to the other people that are there instead of this stupid boof. Oh, so you get to like be this like wandering soul who travels the lands on your ship, and it takes you to wherever you want to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Yeah. Like, and then like, so do you make like, how much like money do you make by doing this?
A lot. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
we make a lot of money.
I'd like to see your bookkeeping at some point in time.
Really?
Weird. I mean, I don't even see my own bookkeeping. I don't know why you'd want to see my bookkeeping.
Okay.
Make a persuasion check. You've thrown him off enough. You got to make a check.
It's not that I'm trying to just stick around. 16.
Okay. So he sort of looks at you oddly for a moment, but then kind of shrugs and goes back to drinking.
He
And
meant it as an innuendo.
oh, well, you can see my bookkeeping anytime.
Oh, well, where are you staying at?
Want to go?
Not right now. I want to just converse for a bit.
Okay. Whatever you want.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Rod and Duncan, we're going to meet the lady.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go like sit down at the other end of the table if there's room, and
Okay. Yeah, you can easily. Well, not easily because it's gotten very crowded in here, but they'll give you space. It's tight, and you are maybe slightly closer to a couple of the sailors than you might want to be, but you are there.
I'll just keep my nose in my ale. It'll be fine.
It's like a bench seat, so you're kind of squeezed in between two. Okay, Ra and Duncan. What's your guys' plan?
Yeah, on the way over, I will roll up my sleeves a little, and go sit down and strike up a conversation.
Okay.
Way over. I'm like, you know her, right? Is that what you said?
I mean, I've seen her around. She has a boat, so I figure it might be worth talking to her. So I finish rolling up my skills and sleeves and prepare my approach.
Just need a
Okay.
red light at some point in time.
Well, so this is intentional, just like every other time where I have intentionally shown off my tattoos to let people know I'm a sailor.
Okay.
And then I'll go sit down and just be like, "Wow, music's better than normal."
Yeah, isn't it just? And she kind of glances over at you. She's sort of sitting back. She's not drinking at this point. She's just watching and listening. And like you could see her hand moving a little bit, like she's kind of doing that, like, quasi composy going along with the music thing. Or conductor, I guess, not composer. Yeah. Well, I don't recognize you. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've been working on the hard for a bit, and I worked out on the coast before, but yeah, just trying to relax a little and talk to people and maybe get more work.
Well, you come to a good place to look for work.
Yeah, you're in port here a lot, aren't you? I've only been here a bit, but
Yeah, we do a lot of trade up and down the river.
yeah, are you on a riverboat or a seaboat?
The riverboat. go up and down. Gets a little old sometimes, but money's good. It's safe. Don't have to worry about piracy.
Yeah,
We like that,
no, it's true. Them stories about the pirates down south in the islands are something else.
aren't they? Yeah, there was a time. I could see you sailed around a bit.
Yeah, done my time a bit on the ropes. You are you
There's
thirsty?
nothing like it. Uh, I'd take a drink, sure.
And I'll flag down someone running around with drinks and
Yeah, it doesn't work. Apparently, it only works if you're a young, overly paying gentleman.
apparently. Oh, be right back. And I'll go get drinks real quick and throw some coin at the bar and then come back. Yeah, the sea trade has been mostly interrupted by the war, but how's the river trade been?
Well, like normal. You wouldn't know. I mean, I've never lived without the war, so I guess I wouldn't know what it's like without it, but keeps going. Up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Sometimes I miss the sea.
Yeah, me too already.
How
Do you
long have you been on the shore?
couple months now?
Well, if I go back to the sea, I'll let you know.
Thanks. Hey, you ever see shady types moving contraband around? There was that big bust a while back.
Yeah, all the time.
You hear of any goods coming up from the other side of the war that folks are being particular about?
Yeah, there's always something.
Yeah, like what?
Well, last I heard, there was a big smuggling call for silks out of Syriand. But I think they hired someone, whoever it was.
Any idea?
Who they hired?
Yeah,
Probably not someone who does river trading.
probably. Who put out the call?
Don't know. Was sort of strange. You don't usually get that kind of situation. Usually people know who they're going to and they go. You know, if they want to hire me for something, they come and talk to me about it. But this was different. This was like they wanted somebody who was experienced at smuggling, but they weren't sure who to hire, maybe.
Huh. Where was the...
Sort of surprised it didn't get reported.
Yeah, I feel like he couldn't just tack that up on the board.
No, but that was word of mouth.
Huh. Who was the point of contact?
Some Weasley little guy up in the trade district.
Yeah? Did you know what his name was?
I saw him once because he was the one making the rounds asking about people. I don't know if I got his name,
What do you
but
look
he was
like?
like this short dude who just, you look at him and you think slimy. Like that guy is somebody's little henchman, you know?
Huh.
But well dressed. Definitely somebody with money is henchman.
Well, that's
Like
good.
good money.
He was short. Did he have like... I know we stick out here, but Did he have anything that was real noticeable about him?
Oh, you know what? He did. He had different colored eyes. One of them was blue and one of them was gray.
Huh.
I remember noticing. Really? Sorry, I just got distracted by my cat literally falling off the back of the couch. She rolled over and just thumped to the couch.
Oh, some people can't hold their liquor.
That kid over there, man. See it with that girl? Every night. Every night he's got a new girl here.
He's been around. He seems like some. Did his dad buy him a boat or something?
Yeah. Doesn't have the first idea what sailing even is.
God, maybe I should work
I
for
don't even know
him.
he's been on that boat. I think he just talks about it.
Yeah, maybe I should go work for him and just rob him blind.
I'd probably work pretty well. Get him drunk enough.
Probably been going on for years, and he has no idea.
Oh, man, this music though. And I'll just start chatting about random stuff and share drinks and turn back to the duel that's happening in front of us.
Yeah. How's that going, by the way, Bard? Are you still doing your own things, or have you kind of come together into a melody?
I assume at this point it's a working together because I'm assuming we're pulling in even more and more people. So
The tavern
at this point, it's a battle, but we're also like, man, I'm sure we're going to see a pretty penny from this, so let's milk it. So I'm sure it's something like that.
A little wink in between you two. Yeah. Make another performance check.
Hot damn, that's another natural 20 for a 28.
He did not get another 20, but he did get a 15. So
Oh,
you are
funny.
on fire.
Yeah, I assume that like I'm kind of supporting, because like if we're playing as long as they've been talking, like this is a hell of a long song,
Yeah.
and so I'm sure my robot fingers are a little bit easier to keep playing than his human ones, and so I'm probably like picking up when he slacks and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still really just awe-inspiringly good music happening here. So Cal, you're chatting up rich kids shipmates. What are you talking
I'm just gonna sit down and this music is incredible.
Yeah, this is sure something.
Do you get music like this here every night?
No, of course not. I've never seen that guy with the weird mask thing, but he's sure bringing it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He's just going with it, man.
Are those sparks?
Yeah, I didn't even know you could play hard enough to make sparks. It's crazy.
I didn't either. That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
guys here often?
What are you doing here?
I'm just here with my friend. She's
Oh yeah.
I don't know, is that your boss?
Yeah, that's our captain.
Is he a good dude or
Like they're getting along pretty well.
yeah, is he a good person?
Sure. No. Moneyed folk, they have their own set of rules.
Yeah, they do. Not like us, huh?
Nah, he buys our drinks. Pretty good for me.
Hey, yeah. That's all you need. What do you do on the ship? I don't have a chance to talk to sailors very much.
Oh well, I mostly keep it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that too.
it's not the most glamorous job of all of them, but
It's honest work.
yeah, and I keep I keep the captain safe and I wouldn't say sober, but uh,
I would say not.
no. But I make sure that nothing happens to him when he's drunk.
Yes.
It's important. Otherwise, well, people like to take advantage,
Yes. Well, I'm here with Milady, and she seems to be enjoying herself.
Yeah, what are you guys doing here? Anyway, it's kind of a weird place for someone like her. Someone like
I'm just here to watch her back, and
does she do this kind of thing often?
she occasionally gets these whims to stick it to her father and goes off.
All right. So she knows what she's getting herself into.
Oh yes. This is
Well, that's good.
Not the first time.
Check because leaving town in a hurry is not my favorite thing.
Have you had to do that before?
Oh yeah.
Because to him,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
see, a
He
ladies' man.
A good history of finding the wrong girl.
I see.
She's not married, is she?
No, she is not.
Okay. Husbands are rough.
Husbands are messy. Yes.
You gotta fight them off. It's just not worth it.
But hey, at least you get to travel, right? Yeah. You get thrown out of cool places.
Sure, sometimes.
What's your favorite place you've been?
Here. This is a pretty good place. I mean, the music.
Well, yeah. But I mean, I've never been outside Vivian's. Where did you just come from?
We've been here for a little while. Yeah, we went up the river. And then there was sort of an ill-fated adventure where we tried to go like over the Cape and it didn't go very well. But so then we came back. I kind of think maybe our ship wasn't meant for that, but the captain he wanted to try and he's the captain, so we did.
Yep. You do what the captain says.
But hey, there's free drinks and good food and some money. So it's all good.
Can't argue with that. They are getting on, aren't they?
I can't believe that you're still going. I mean, don't their arms get tired or their fingers or something?
You would think.
Pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to go back to sipping my drink.
Okay.
That's the end of interrogation a la Cal.
Is there any more information any of you are trying to get out of your respective captains or captain's men?
Am I able to overhear? I've at this point tried to convince him to talk about himself more, and how he's a great captain. But do I hear? But do I hear Cal, the other guys, talking about the ill-fated Cape adventure?
It's pretty loud. Make a perception.
Okay.
What was that?
13.
13? You know that they're talking, but you'd have to like really sort of lean in and listen, and you don't necessarily know to do that at that moment. So you just sort of hear some words here and there.
So like, I'm gonna ask. I'm basically gonna ask him if he's heard about like if he's dabbled in silks for trade in a
Okay.
way. Like, so do you like get like fine silks at all? Things like that?
Yeah, we get all kinds of luxury goods. Mhm.
Oh, yeah. How does one like have you recently had to do that? Like get into the luxury good business?
Well, not very recently, but definitely we've smuggled silk because smuggling's good times, and and we've smuggled some of that spicy stuff that people like from wherever that comes from, and you know, the occasional like I'm not going to talk about it in front of a lady, but things that you wouldn't want to know about.
Oh,
Is he insinuating that he's a human trafficker?
yes. Okay. Question. Should I roll a perception? Should I figure? Do I get that he's saying that he's trafficking humans? Because I'm pretty sure Gretchen would be smart enough to figure that out, but I'm not sure if she's smart enough to figure that out.
You could roll
She's
it
naive
insight.
enough.
Okay, I'm doing an insight. Oh, one time. It's 6.
Something that he doesn't want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, oh my goodness. I've got to go and give a tip to that lovely, that lovely masked bard up there. Maybe I'll meet you in your room.
No, you should stay here. And his arm goes
No.
around you.
Oh no, but
Right here is
Then
the
that-
good place to be.
oh, but then I could meet you up in your room in about 15.
We could just go up together.
No, I want to go tip the bard. And he's really good.
Here, he like reaches into his thing and flips a gold coin towards the stage. There, all taken care of. Come on.
No, I gotta do it in person. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna try to slip out.
Do I notice any of this?
Probably. You're probably keeping an eye out.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna like turn to the guy next. Excuse me.
Oh,
And
all right, sure.
I'm just gonna come over to where Gretchen and this captain are. My lady, I think I just saw one of your father's men walk into the bar.
Oh, I don't want you to get in trouble, sir. I gotta go. Maybe see you later.
There's a hiding place, and he's like stumbles off. Come back this way.
No, I gotta go this way. I can't. I don't want you to be seen with me because.
Oh, don't
I
worry,
want
I
you
got
to-
lots of money.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Anyway, I'll meet up with you some other time. Okay. Bye.
Oh, bye.
I'm just gonna like step in between the two of them as she falls apart.
He sort of grabs for you, Cal. Like, oh, you're pretty too. You'll do.
My lord!
Like, oh,
I wouldn't.
Come,
My lady needs me.
here. He tries to like draw you upstairs.
Gretchen gets the biggest wide-eyed look. Like,
I think at that point, like, I'm like, shit, I can't get out of this situation. And I take a little bit of my, like, to my lip rouge and just kind of like smear it. And then I go, you know, sir, I cast friends. You know, sir,
I assume he has to make it save.
does he have to make a save?
Yeah.
What kind?
It's usually wisdom, isn't it?
I think wisdom.
I think it's wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your save DC?
13.
Okay. He is not. He doesn't seem to notice that you've done anything. Oh, did you change your mind? You're better. Come on.
No. She's coming with me.
Oh, but you could both come. It'd be good
No.
times.
No, she's coming with me.
I'm gonna
You're
try
gonna-
to slip away while he's distracted with her.
Yeah, it's not super hard. Like he's not like grabbed you. He just sort of has your arm.
Yeah.
And then try to make a beeline through this crowded bar to Ron. Duncan.
So I'm making small talk still, and not so secretly hoping that Bard plays the song about the sailor that saved the princesses.
I'm like trying to
It's pretty.
catch her
It's
eye,
pretty
like,
much it.
I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, she sees you coming, Cal. Gretchen, do you follow Cal or do you stay with him?
I follow Cal. I am like trying to get far away from the situation. I was trying to like grab Cal out of his trap as she was trying to save me. You know, that whole like
Sure.
and
Yeah,
then
so,
I'm trying to beeline it now.
The woman captain who Ra's been talking with sees you guys coming and looks over, sort of raises her eyebrows at Ra. Well, looks like one of them got away from him anyway.
Yeah, I'll catch back up with you, especially if I'm looking for work up and down the river.
Ah, anytime. It's good to talk to you.
And what was your name again?
Oh, I'm Alina. Captain Alina Tarek.
Lena? I'm Ra.
Ra. Pleasure to meet you,
This
Ra.
here's Duncan, and those two are very giggly. I gotta go. Anyway, good to meet you.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gretchen's trying to beeline it out if she's able to escape this dude at some point.
Yeah, he didn't really chase after you. When you
Okay,
left,
good.
he just kind of watched you, and you didn't really see because you weren't looking. But when you kind of look back, he's sitting down again.
Do it again.
Oh well.
No, it didn't. Anyway,
No, it didn't.
I asked him about his bookkeeping.
Again?
thing.
What's it with you and books keeping?
Yeah, you
Don't-
really like books.
Like accounting, and I do. I like being reasonable and responsible with your money. Sometimes,
Is that what rich people talk about in bars?
no, they don't. It's
Apparently.
just me. It's just me. You didn't have that family conversation about bookkeeping, and your father went, "It's very interesting that you have such an interest in the business. I don't think that's appropriate as a young lady." And I said, "No, it's appropriate because you miscounted the products and you miscounted the profits, so we've actually lost money on this wine." And then, things of that nature.
Does anyone else find it strange the girl who will spend $500 gold on a dress is talking about being financially responsible with her money?
Yes, and I'm not financially responsible with my money. I'm just financially responsible with a business. That's it. I'll buy 500 gold for a dress, but not get cheated for 100 gold on a case of wine. That's it. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know why.
I mean,
Gold for a case of wine.
I guess I've been bookkeeping too.
Shorted.
I have those dirty books that I picked up at that creepy mansion, and I've been keeping them. I haven't had a chance to dig in yet, though.
Kind of pat Raw in the back. But even I know what's going on.
Hmm?
I
What?
don't.
Uh,
Oh, we could probably go as soon as Bard's done. I did get a lead, so we can talk about it later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're
Cool.
outside
Can we
of the
go
establishment.
before that guy gets any more ideas?
Yeah. I don't want to get in a situation like that anymore. So yeah. Let me go tip Bird and tell him we need to go. I'll do that. All right. Be right back because I said I was going to do that. So I'm going to go back in. And then
I'll follow close enough to make sure nothing bad happens. Not like right
Okay.
up with her, but
and then I'm going to go up to Bard, give him a tip, and be like, meet us out soon. Like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Great work.
I'm busy. I don't probably, especially when she's whispering, don't hear her.
It's hard over 2 instruments and the sound of the tavern. Yeah, it's loud in here. It is packed. People are talking, they're not like being quiet. It's not like we're at a concert. Or a symphony, rather.
I'll go back and then I'll go like tap Raw on the way out. Be like, get him out.
Go extract him.
he's working. He can catch up.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if he left now.
Yeah, true. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's get outside away from people enough that we can talk. So,
So, Bard, you do probably notice them leave.
No, and that's especially since the other guy was flagging the last time. Probably working towards a finale at this point, and I'll give him like bardic inspiration as we're playing to, so that we finish strong.
Let's make another performance check.
that one. Oh,
Not as good, but
What's your
it's a 20
inspiration?
total.
4?
It's a D6, I think.
6. Well, that was not a good roll, but his roll was okay. So he gets a 17.
And I had gotten a 20 total.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Yep, you definitely finished strong. It is a good crescendo finale, and the cheering erupts. You guys can easily hear it out on the street. Like the whole tavern is just, "Ah, good job, wow." And money starts just flying through the air.
Making it hail.
Maybe we will be able to afford those outfits.
And if you guys like stop and pick it up, total
Yeah.
there are essentially 120 silver pieces.
And I'll split that with him. We'll just do a half and half, so.
So basically 6 gold. I mean, there's also like a couple of gold pieces here and there, but just in general.
And then I'll, like thank him and, yeah, and then cut outside.
Okay.
Well, did you guys get the information that we were after?
We
Yeah,
found out that
learned-
guy's a creeping perv.
yeah, he looked like he was a little handsy.
A little?
Just a little handsy. Yeah, and yeah, he definitely had his dad's money by him about, because he knows nothing about sailing.
Yeah, his men said he was an idiot. And there was some kind of mishap trying to go around the Cape. And
Cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Captain Elena was talking some shit to him about him too. It was great.
Is Captain Aleta, is that who you were talking to?
Yeah, she said that She heard about the silk trade stuff, and
Oh, you got a lead.
yeah, and she told me about a guy that had he was a little slimy guy from the trade district that had a blue eye and a gray eye. So
Like a dog. I kind of heard, but
yeah,
couldn't. I don't know how you guys drink this swill all the time.
I mean I've been drinking it since I was like 10, so
Oh, I don't feel so good.
you barely drank one.
I just mine pile up in front of me, and I only sipped one. Thank you, Cal, for buying me a shot.
It seems
That
like
was
the thing
too
to do.
much.
I don't know what sailors drink.
It's usually just strong and
I-
awful. So yeah, because
Yeah.
it's cheap.
It's
So was
terrible.
whiskey a good move? I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. I mean, this stuff's foul, but it's like a penny a mug, so
Yeah. I don't know.
You're looking.
What
you're
time is it
looking-
at this point? It's probably pretty late by now, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I mean, you were there for a while,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's
I don't
not like
think-
super late, but it's probably late evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find the weasel at this hour.
we probably. I mean, if it's people in the trade district, like we can ask John, we can ask around. If we're too, suspicious, they'll probably get wary of us. But maybe Jean knows who we're talking about.
Is the trade district where we were? Where is that relative to like my shop or the shop where we were clothes shopping?
Well, the trade district is pretty nice. It's where it's not where Jean lives, but it's right like next to where Jean lives. Like it's
Okay,
up in that area.
so he might know something. Cal would know
Yeah.
that. Amanda didn't.
Yeah. Are we losing one person here? I'm just gonna have to adjust the stream
Yes.
setup. So
I gotta get going. Duncan
we're-
can't handle his bar swill.
buddy, maybe you should sleep it off. Yeah, we'll just say you
Yeah.
head back and crash.
I'm heading back to the end. I can't. I should know better by now.
You'd think.
Maybe third time will be a charm.
Yeah, I doubt it. You guys are terrible influences on me.
I'm gonna slip Duncan a
We are.
little pack of herbs and be like, for the morning.
Old man Duncan can't keep up with these kids.
Thanks, Cal. All right. Bye, everybody. I'll catch y'all next week.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
good day.
Actually, I won't. I'll be out of town next week.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Really got sick.
He really.
I am. I'll see you. Bye, everyone.
Maybe he went back to check in with his family. You know?
Yes, they all line up.
Oh, good job.
Nailed it.
New streamer, best streamer.
I
Ah,
Yep. Nope. I just have good bandwidth. That's it.
Hey, that makes one a better streamer than me. And your internet doesn't arbitrarily disappear for 10 seconds every hour.
Yeah, that's no good.
That helps. I'm sure.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we could go try to figure out something else, but it's kind of late.
and I'm feeling like I need a good bath after dealing with that gentleman.
You need a bath? I was stuck between two sweaty sailors.
Ugh. But you didn't have one that was wanting to show you their big ship.
Ugh.
Pretty sure he meant a rowboat.
I would have come over, but one, like, it would have just turned into a big brawl, and two, like, I know that you both can handle yourselves, so
Yeah.
It worked out.
And we'll figure it
I
out.
just couldn't figure out how to handle myself without biting him. Apparently that's like my instinctive go-to maneuver
Do
now.
you
is
get
just-
the yeah? Do you feel like just biting people when you're like a people, like normal?
No, not like. But I couldn't think of how to get rid of him without just turning into a cougar and biting his balls. Of course, that would probably make me sick.
That would have been funny.
Not sure I need that kind of attention.
You know,
Um,
where do I?
yeah, I'm game for going back and having a soak at the inn.
We are racking up a tab at this inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to pay it off. I mean, we paid for the first couple days, but we'll pay for more before we settle and leave town. Hopefully, we wrap this stuff up because, ugh, I don't want my captain chasing us all through the mountains and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
Yep, so too.
Yeah, let's head back to the hotel and hotel
Look at this.
inn, and
Yeah, and let's go.
at the trades district tomorrow.
Yep.
Do
How
you
about
think
you,
you should
Bard? You want to have
Tell
a?
your captain what we found.
I mean,
See if
she's
she wants
just.
us to follow up, or she's
That's
just
all
gonna
she's
say
gonna say is follow up. So
Yeah.
she could help. You know.
Did
Yeah.
your contact tell you where we might be able to find them, or just a vague description of them?
yeah, it was little guy, slimy, well dressed, and had a blue eye and a gray eye. And he works in the trade district. So I thought Jean might know him, or we can just like stake out and try to find him, or check other clothing places that maybe are like, I don't know, trying to be up and comers.
Well, an up and comer wouldn't be able to afford it. Well, maybe I don't know. Would they be able to afford somebody to bring silk in?
Maybe if they've got like a rich friend.
Some kind of patron? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but Bard, you wanna have a
Gretchen,
soak with
Sorry,
us?
I'm going to interrupt for a second. Gretchen, you would know that most trade. Oh, my cat is typing to you guys, just so you know.
Cool.
Most trade is not like by an individual company. It's like by, some kind of trading merchant family or conglomerate sort of thing, and then the companies would buy from them. Like it's not companies doing the big trading, typically.
I say that out loud, just like that.
So
Yeah.
there's probably some kind of family back in this.
Yeah.
Are there any families where this different eye color is a common trait, where maybe that would help them stick out to you?
Do I know any families off the top of my head that somebody would fit that description?
You could certainly make a history check.
Please be a good history check. 12 is my history check.
You don't know of any families that like are known for having, what's it called when you have two colored eyes?
Heterochromia?
Heterochromia.
Yep.
Nerds.
What? I
I
have
was just putting together
heterochromia,
random
so
like Greek words to make it, but
I said it at the same time, so
yeah.
I include myself in the nerds with pride.
Yeah, so Bard, you want to hop in the baths with us and have a soak before we crash for the night?
I probably won't. But thank you for the offer. I
Alright.
imagine if there are public baths, there might be other people there.
Well, the ones at the inn, they've got like the little sort of side room thing that we could probably just throw them a coin or two to keep everyone else out.
That sounds a little more reasonable, potentially.
Let's
You
go do
need to
that.
take a bath.
It's nice to get the crud out from. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go back to the inn. You have your baths barred. Do you avail yourself of a bath?
Sure, he'll. I'm sure it's very weird for whoever as I stripped out and it's just, robot.
Yeah, are you all bathing together, or did you like split into by sex or each individually?
What does what's the bath like the bathhouse area look like?
So they just have like a room with a couple of sort of tub bathy things that they can bring in, heat water and bring it in. And they don't really, other than charging you to use that room, they don't care how you arrange yourselves.
I'm pretty sure Gretchen would feel most comfortable if it's only her or Cal, not.
Yeah, I think I'm
Not-
fine with
not
breathing with
that
Gretchen,
she-
but not the boys.
The boys. Okay. Yeah.
I've seen
Oh.
them with the shirt off enough.
Oh, so well, I mean, like I was just gonna hop in a tub, but like we could get some like divider things, or like
I'd say they probably have some kind of divider, like
Yeah, you could.
one of those little folding screens. You can just
so we can have a little like 2-and-2 thing, but all still chat.
yeah.
Boys side and a girl's side.
Yeah.
And then the robot.
Boy and robot side.
So is
Robot
Duncan
side.
bathing with us, or did Duncan just go straight back to the room?
Duncan just.
Bed.
Yeah.
Good.
He was a little worse
He was
for
very
wear.
green when he left.
One of these days his body will learn to like that stuff.
Or he'll just learn not to drink so much.
What do you mean?
Like he becomes a fish whenever we're out with him. I don't get this.
I was nursing that one mug most of the night.
I imagine this is happening while we like both get ready to like settle into the baths.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're both stripping on your other sides of the dividers, like chit chatting about
Yeah.
Duncan.
Which Ra would be able to see that, within like different key points, like there's like boiled leather kind of inserted into my robot body.
Wow, you're put together really cool. Hey, you guys should see this.
Oh, it is something where whatever armor I choose to wear is actually I'm able to integrate it within myself.
Wow. That's cool. Wearing it all the time.
It's useful.
Peeks over and like sees or like peeks around like, oh. But like, kind of like have a towel around or something to like so she's not indecent. But she's curious.
I'll have thrown a couple
Oh.
silver at the innkeepers to make sure we don't get bothered.
Okay, yeah.
Overheating.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna go take my bath now. Did I do that? Just like into the bath. Head
Roll for
under.
bath, Gretchen. Roll for bath.
And then I guess they would still be able to see as well, like the etching and scarring or whatever from where he'd gotten gutted way back when, which was I think like 2 days ago.
I think it was more like 4 or 5, but yeah.
So do you like is it useful to have like do you drink oil cuz you said you don't eat or drink food or whatever.
I mean, in the time that I've been alive, no, I've never had to ingest anything. As far as I'm aware, with keeping track of myself and, maintaining, I think that I could go on.
Huh.
How long have you been alive?
I have memories up about 2 years ago.
Wow,
Before that, there's just nothing.
you're just a baby.
I'm actually a robot, but, to each their own.
I have no idea. It's just like I see that he's a robot, but it's just over my head. Maybe we go. You were asking about where you were asking about a certain spot though. Maybe we go check that out.
Yeah, I thought I was over it, but seeing on the map, that that might be where I was constructed.
Yeah, I mean it's out of the way now, but maybe we head down there.
Well, and
Sometime.
I know there's more of me. I don't know how many more.
More
But I
like
know.
you?
Yes.
Were they you all made by the same person?
I woke up in a clearing surrounded by corpses, and then a while later I managed to, excuse me, stumble across it again and met a live one who was huge. But that was it. I don't know. And I know he had killed some of the others. He said as much, but the ones who didn't want to be tools of war like he was, but I don't know. But I'm excited for this mountain journey. I've never been into the mountains before.
Yeah.
I'm excited as well. Oh shoot.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just remembered something I needed to. I guess I haven't been thinking about my family.
Do we want to?
You know, with
Well, we just
How far's your family's place from Lux?
not that far away.
Maybe we go talk to your father once we get past the mountains.
Yeah,
Like what
I think
kind of dude abandons his family?
one who's upset.
kind of needs a good kick in the pants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like this is not the first time that he's taken offense of something. Yeah. He is who he is. I thought I think he was more about having power for our family, making those connections, and I've ruined them, so I might be disowned at some point in time.
I mean, the family secret and that guy being a dick weren't your fault. So,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you want to do, we'll support you. If you want to go try to talk some sense into him, or
I don't know if talking sense will work, but yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, your ex did have syphilis, and that's not something. I've heard that's not something that you want. So
Nope, it is not.
Yeah, I've heard that's
Is not
something you
anything.
don't want either.
It's not something I want. So, yeah, so yeah, no, it's not something I want. I don't know. I can't believe I did what I did back at the tavern.
What, talk to that rich kid?
I made so many innuendos of a nature. He
I
was
thought you had just talked about boats.
No, I talked about his physical parts of his
yeah.
anatomy.
Boat.
But what does that have to do with boats?
It's a boat.
It's a way of
Oh boy.
talking about anatomy parts that go into other anatomy parts without getting violating community guidelines.
I'm so happy I got to force you to explain that.
I do kind of want to see this guy's boat now. I know I've seen him around, but do I remember what his boat looks like, Kara?
History check.
I'm super good
I
at
hope you
these.
do. I hope
is
you
a
remember.
13 minus 1 for a 12.
Yeah, actually, because like you've noticed this guy being weird, you know. You have noticed his boat is like it could be seaworthy, but you wouldn't put any stock in it. You certainly wouldn't get on it if it were going to sea.
It's
It's
riddled
more
with
the river
syphilis.
boat. But it's not like I'm gonna go into the high seas boat. It's like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like a pleasure yacht kind of.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Wow, now
Just
we're
gonna-
fully buying into that idiom or innuendo.
Yep. Just the
I
sort of
just lean
thing.
over to Gretchen. I'm like, I don't think does Ross swing that way?
Way.
Wait, what?
Wanting to see his boat too? Like,
No, he's actually talking about his boat.
oh, his boat.
His actual boat. No. He's
Not
talking
his
about
dinghy.
the real boat,
Yeah.
not the, not
the dinghy.
No, he's got
No,
his real boat is, yeah, it's not like a full rigged ship. It's like
It's not.
like it can carry some stuff. I mean, every boat can, but like, and it can go out on the seas, but it's not like a real ship.
I'm so confused with how you guys keep phrasing things. I don't know which is which anymore. And at this point, like, I'll get up out of the bath. and
okay. So if it's
water just is
okay,
pouring
anatomy
everywhere.
boat. So well, let's set this straight. Anatomy, we'll call it a big boat, and then if it's a real boat, we'll just call it a real boat. Sound good?
I'm still so good. We have a pleasure boat, and then another boat, and then a boat that is riddled with different things. And his boat had been into and out of many harbors, but also it hasn't. And I'm so lost.
Like-
and he'll like start getting dressed after he's all dried off.
Do you think he has trouble keeping his mast up?
They
I thought that was just the thing that
they usually
I just
stay
whispered
up.
that to Gretchen.
Oh.
Do you have to do any maintenance after being immersed in the water, Bard?
I assume. Can I just like prestidigitate the water out so that it doesn't? I don't rust or anything.
Sure. Yeah.
Rusting is
I just
bad.
do that. I'm a little bit
Um,
bigger since the water or the wood in my construction absorbed the water, so I look like slightly bigger.
You weigh a lot more.
Cool. Okay. I think so. I think he has. That guy was.
It's right.
Maybe we find out who his dad is. That'd be interesting. And then we can like shame him for raising such an idiot.
And
Be a way of
Tell him
doing
that his
that.
son isn't treating his boat very well.
Probably,
He just
yeah.
uses it as a pleasure yacht.
he probably knows what he's doing with his boat.
It sounds like rich people.
Would the father have then a bigger boat than the son?
I mean, maybe the dad's just happy that his son is kept busy instead of doing something else. Seems like rich people
That
are
philosophy
down
where
to.
you try to like
do that.
narrow the stupidity to a certain course.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is that the father has his son go play with his boat so that he stays out of trouble.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
then
yeah, I
maybe
think you
his
could say
father
that.
could have big balls, like dancing parties.
Gretchen.
Wait, are those a thing? Like
What?
never like a big party where everybody dances.
You haven't? Oh, yes,
Like I mean,
they are a
like
thing.
at the bar, like sometimes everybody gets all riled up, but like
Mhm.
like for fancy people, do they like get
Some
on
people
tables
have.
and
No, it's not
spill
getting
their
on
beers
tables.
and chant songs together while leaning on each other's shoulders?
No, it's more. You do dances like that. It's more dancing. It's not like chanting and singing. It's more just formal dancing.
So it's kind of like two balls then.
Yes, there's the yeah.
With fancy clothes.
I don't understand rich
Yes.
people.
But I think
There's
All of
times
this
when
is
I'm
so
not sure rich
confusing for
people
me.
understand rich people.
Yeah.
rich people are just like, you don't swear, you don't chant excessively, and you look prim and proper, and then you dance, and then you have all these customs where you say yes or no to certain things, and you follow rigid rules.
When you
But there's still
dance,
alcohol.
ooh, but when you dance, can you take your shirt off then?
No.
No.
Then what's the
But you considered.
I mean, you would get like warm and then it's like whatever.
Oh. Do you just need to go somewhere where you can just have your shirt off all the time?
I mean, that's what I did like my whole life, so yeah. And then
Does everyone
I
take their
don't-
shirt off on a ship?
I mean the clothes you got me are nice, but like they're really restrictive. And then there's that thing that's like a neck jail and like
The cravat?
it's
Yes.
so it's just really
But you look-
different.
You look really good.
Oh,
Um,
well, I guess that's good.
yeah. Yeah, I think if the princess were to see you, she'd be fawning even more over you, and especially if you take off that neck cravat when you would talk to her, just like, loosen it. She
I'm-
would probably
I mean,
feel weak at her knees.
whenever I'm wearing it, I'm thinking about taking that neck thing off. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could do that. Should we get
Yeah,
introduced
if
to
you-
court before we go? We don't have like proper clothes. Apparently
No.
they're stupid expensive.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes. And it's very important. I mean, that's why I only have like 5 dresses as opposed to 20.
Neat.
I mean, I like some of my dresses, like we redo them each year. So,
Kara, you're muted.
Am I back? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
yes.
And you have court dresses and not court dresses also. Like you
Yes.
probably don't have many court dresses for sure.
Right. Yeah, and I have probably 1, maybe 2 court dresses, right?
Yeah, you don't go to court very often.
Oh. I mean, it's an investment in
If we were to get-
in
If we were gonna
society.
have Jean introduce us at court, would he get us all decked out? Because I don't know.
No. I think that's something we could ask him. But yes.
Are you all still bathing?
Probably
No.
in the process of finishing.
Drying
Yeah.
off, getting dressed.
Get a dress.
And Bard, are you just kind of hanging out while they finished? Okay. As you're talking about clothes, you're putting your clothes on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not putting my fancy shirt on. It's way too much work, and I'm just going upstairs.
Sure.
I don't say that. I just am.
That tracks.
Y'all
My,
come out
like-
from your various, behind the screens. Roz shirtless.
Maybe you should get clothes like I do, because obviously I have to be covered up, but mine aren't restrictive like you seem to, disagree with. So maybe you just need an entirely different style.
I mean, these are nice, but yeah, it's like a lot. So maybe. I mean, once we're on the road, like I can go back to wearing whatever. But I mean, these clothes are almost too fancy to take on the road.
And I feel like you have a different range of motion than I do, and I'll like take my hand and just like completely spin it like 3 times.
Yes. I think he does.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe if this slimy, different colored eye dude is a clothes merchant or whatever, we can get clothes from him.
We have him give us some clothes and say we won't report him, and then we report him to your captain.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
think that sounds like a winning idea.
that sounds like pissing off some people that could do bad things.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we just don't tell them. Road clothes are cheap. But yeah. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Hey, Cal, we should do the thing with my hair
Oh yeah.
to make
Should we
it
do that before we leave the bath?
Sure. How does it work? Does you just squeeze fruit into my hair and then it is magically like your hair?
Well, I'll mix the lemon with a couple compounds, and then you kind of just have to rub it in and then let it sit for a little while.
I mean, we can go up to the room and then you can like
Yeah.
do it to make sure it's good
Yeah.
if you want. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way back to your room. Cal, if you want to dye Ra's hair, make an intelligence check.
Oh, please let this go wrong. That would be an 8.
8. Okay. So you put together your bleach and you apply it, and It sort of stings raw, but you know, you live with it.
Hey, does that mean it's working?
Yeah,
All
maybe.
right.
I don't.
And you leave it on, Cal, and you like check it, but it, you know, it's still kind of dark, so you like let it sit longer. And you check it again, and it's still kind of dark, so let it sit longer. And raw, it starts stinging more.
Hey, I think it's working more now. Is that good?
Working more?
Yeah, it's got
What do
like
you mean?
this. It's like stinging, kind of.
Uh,
Oh, is that bad?
I'm gonna like look at the skin under the hair to see like.
It's pink.
Yeah, maybe you should rinse that off.
All right.
So you rinse his hair, and he now has orange hair.
Cool.
So it's definitely lighter, but it's not a supernatural color.
Well, you look different. Maybe we need a few more treatments. I don't.
All right.
It worked fine on my hair.
Yeah, you probably haven't bleached a lot
Sure.
of dark-headed people before.
What do you think, Greg? Does it look good? Do I fit in now? What was that?
I'll
I
be
couldn't hear.
honest. No,
Oh,
it's a little unnatural. It'll get, and Gretchen like goes in and like feels the hair. It'll
It doesn't
maybe
feel terrible. It's not like
doesn't
it's
feel
destroyed.
terrible.
It's just,
Doesn't feel,
you know, dark hair that was bleached not perfectly.
Maybe
Yep.
you just wear a hat for a couple days.
it's.
Try
I
again
mean,
in
it's
a day
not.
or two.
all right.
Your hair feels fine. It just doesn't look
Is
normal.
she just like stroking his hair?
Yes. No, it's like the like you like did the finger like through the finger. This kind of like this.
I'm there for it.
Yeah.
You have had your head groomed.
Sure. Yeah. Well, guess we're doing errands tomorrow with my hair like this.
Maybe a hat. On the plus side, they won't recognize you. And if they do remember you, it'll be the guy with the weird orange hair. I mean, your hair will look. We'll change your hair again.
Okay. I mean, my captain said that I stuck out, so a dark-haired sailor song won't identify me now. Probably.
That's a point.
All right. Well, guess it's time for bed. Let's go find this little slime ball tomorrow.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Good night.
y'all go to bed. You sleep
Yeah.
well.
I go back into our
probably.
room and I look at Gretchen and I'm like, oh my God, that looks awful.
Gretchen ignores you.
Apparently.
Just ignore it. She's just like, I think Gretchen is just like, oh, I just did that again with Raw. Like, God, I'm just like flirting with him all the time. Why is this?
Now Cal's just sitting in the corner like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, what was
I
that
ruined
called?
his hair.
Oh no, 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 you're fine. He's fine.
It looks bad, Gretchen.
It does. At least I was honest with him. No, I'm just more thinking about. I just stroked his hair, like straight up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is wrong.
I don't.
This is like, it's like, oh God. Oh.
Gretchen?
Yeah. What?
weird, but we were talking about syphilis earlier, and like, I know how that spreads, but and I know you didn't, but with George, but have you ever like with a guy? I'm sorry if that's too personal. That's never mind.
Y- y- Yes. Um, Unfortunately, he got caught, and
Oh, by your father?
there's a little bit
Oh
more
my
to
God.
that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You don't have to tell me. I
I
was curious.
No, my yeah, family yeah. He was really nice. My dad said, "No, you can't spend time with him, and he's not worth your time, and he's not rich enough, and he won't further the family, and he's a poor servant." So that's all.
I'm sorry. Sounds like he was better than George.
Oh, he was. He was really. I I haven't contacted him in a while. I I used to send him letters more often, but my
See
family's
it
been watching me
at your
for a
family's
while.
estate?
He was, but then things had happened, and then um, they, they they sent him. They had him work for another estate, so to keep him away from me because I was being indiscreet or ruining the family's good name.
Oh,
I liked him very much, and I hope I can
maybe
talk
you
to
can
him
see
again.
him again now that I
Yeah.
mean your family's good name is well
Yes,
might not be
I.
so important for now.
But knowing my father, I'm probably supposed to marry somebody else who will improve our good name.
That's hard.
A thing for
Maybe it'll work out. I don't know.
who knows.
Anyway, well,
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Meanwhile,
Mhm.
as Bard and Ra leave to go crash, Ra just says, "Well, night," and then just immediately lays down and passes out.
They have those soul searching conversations, Bard and Rob.
I mean, he passes out.
See us all?
Bard does his whole like where he just like sits on the bed and enters his inactive but like awake state, and he just like his is a lot more sad where he just like sits there and just stares at a wall as his system slowly shut down until he's alive but asleep.
Then you hear faint sounds of vomiting coming from the bathroom
Whoops. Oh, Duncan.
Oh, Duncan.
of Duncan. All right, morning dawns bright and clear. Duncan is passed out in the bathroom, in front of the toilet.
Well,
I assume I'm already downstairs since I sleep less and am a robot.
Cal, let
Yeah.
me get you up in your. Let me help you with your clothes. Maybe
Sure.
his hair. Yeah, maybe his hair looks better today.
I hope so. Otherwise, our first stop is going to be to buy him a hat.
Or or maybe we could just like, I don't know, change his appearance just altogether. Remember when Mike Elric did that? Just
Yeah.
became a different human.
Hey, we had to knock out some guards first, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just well, I don't know. But I feel like he could only do that on himself. So maybe I'm wrong. But it would be interesting if we could do that with him.
Do you think you could with your magic stuff?
Well, I have done it on myself, but I feel like it felt like I could only do it myself. There's got to be a way, though. I think maybe
Could Elric only do it on himself? I guess we never found out. I mean,
I never knew, but the thing I did, I know I could only do it myself. Maybe when we get to the mountains, we can figure out if there's other ways of doing these things. Because it feels like
I hope we can find those other people that can change into animals. That I feel like there's so much they could teach me.
there's so much I could learn as well. Anyway, breakfast.
Yes.
Oh, go knock on the door of Ra and Duncan and Bard.
Okay. Ra, you're the only one awake in the room.
yeah, I go answer the door. I got ready and have not yet thought about my hair because I normally don't think about my hair, and it's still early.
It's still orange.
It's still orange.
I open the door. Hey, what's up?
Oh. Good
Um,
morning.
breakfast?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go.
How's it? Does your hair feel different today?
I run my
it's-
hands through it. Does it feel the same? Yeah, it's fine. What? Is there
It's
something in
still-
it?
No, it's still orange.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it smells sort of lemony.
I'm okay with
Lemony
that.
fresh. You smell nice.
Yeah.
Your hair smells like lemons.
like just these two girls just like surrounding Ra, like smelling and like fiddling with its hair.
Ra gets all the
No,
attention.
I'm not touching.
It's like a high
Gretchen
school.
does the touching.
Yeah,
It's like high school.
it's like high school. What'd you do? Anyway,
I mean,
Yeah.
we are playing against like multiple tropes with the like asexual bard and the lady killer paladin. So I mean, like,
yep.
It's true.
Reclusive druid. Yo.
Uh,
That one's pretty standard.
the rich girl trope who liked a servant.
Yeah. We're ticking all the boxes.
Uh-huh. Definitely got all the tropes here. Oh yeah, with family problems. JK, can't forget that.
Everybody's got family problems.
It's
That's like
my guy
that's like
doesn't.
rule 0.
Oh, you have family problems. You just don't know that you have family problems.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole
You just
point,
don't know
though.
who your
I
family
mean,
is.
no family
That's
is
a
also
problem.
a problem.
Well,
Yeah. Hi, Drake.
Yeah, so while breakfast is going on, Ra's going to write on a piece of paper, have a lead in following up, and then wait for it to disappear. And then he's going to write, "Did you hear about the green eel stealing the Southern Gale from Pierre?" And see if Captain Calitri knows about the shenanigans that happened before with a different ship.
Okay, so you guys eat breakfast. At some point during breakfast, you get a response that's basically just like a question mark.
And then I'll just write, "Stole Pierre's," or I should say commandeered, but very badly misspelled, Pierre's ship, and smuggled a bunch of land mutiny weapons to the capital.
Okay.
And
Can
then
I
and then
ask
finish
the
it with
owner-
"got caught." That's it.
Can I ask the owner if he's heard of, and I'll give the description of the guy that we're after.
It's kind of a couple districts away.
It's a long shot,
the
but you know,
owner
he's
has-
okay. I was like, he's a business owner. Like, he might have heard things.
And Ra, eventually you get a response that says, "Who's this green eel? And what does this have to do with Silk?"
I just say she could do magic, and thought maybe she's either friend or enemy.
And then you get, like, pretty quickly this time, like, you think she's maybe actually paying attention to the paper. It disappears and you get description question mark.
And I'll write back the description of the green eel.
Okay. And then there's a little bit longer pause. And then you get, "I know her. Not involved." And then it kind of, like, after, like a couple minutes, it disappears and you get another message that says, "Go as high up the chain as you can this time."
I'll just write back K, so she knows that I saw it.
And then a response, "Use court contacts. That's what you're good for."
Ouch.
I don't respond to that last one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's finish breakfast and get going.
oh yeah.
So it might be a little bit rude to drop in on Jean again in the early morning. I kind of get the impression he doesn't like that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
So
Let's
maybe
go.
we just
Good morning. Come on, you guys.
maybe we just wander around for a little while and check in with him around like lunchtime.
This is going to be the one time he woke up early anticipating us.
Probably, yeah. That's how we do.
Yeah, let's go. We can. I mean, we could leave a note for him too, and like do it like properly, like how when he first talked to us, rather than just showing up and eating his snacks.
Oh, yeah, that would be cultured. He does have good snacks, though.
That's like how you do things? You leave notes?
That's how we
One
do
of the
it, right?
parties should know this.
Right, Gretchen?
Hey,
That we like leave a note for Jean, and then he sends us a note, and then like 8 notes later we get to meet him or something.
you can do that.
Kind of how it worked the first time.
All right. What do we want to do in town? Do we have supplies we need to stock up on before we go?
Oh, we should probably get like some trail rations and How cold is it going to be in the mountains, do you think?
Cold.
Maybe
Like
some
a-
warmer gear?
No, it's warmer. It's closer to the sun, you guys. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I believe that was Duncan.
I mean, yeah, we could,
Those of us
because
who have read books.
we could just we could pick up that stuff in, like, it gets cold, like when we would sail around the Cape, it would get cold sometimes, but we could go and pick up like the gear for the mountains in Lux, because we're going to Lux, right? And then going up,
Oh, I feel like we already discussed this. Sorry, I'm not fully awake yet.
because we got to find the right path into the mountains.
Would
Yeah.
they have the necessary equipment though for you guys, or is that something
I
that
think
we
we
should
decided Lux
pre-purchase?
would be a better place to find it.
Or I guess let me rephrase: are they a big enough community where they would have the necessary stuff?
Lux is,
But they're kind of
As
at the
big
foothills
as-
of the mountains.
yeah,
It's not as big, but it's a big city.
is Vivian's the biggest of the three, Lux, Savas, and
Yeah.
okay.
It's the Coeur d'Alene. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Boise, but
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
getting specific with our references today.
Aren't we, John?
Wow.
we live in Pittsburgh. I guess that would be what, Harrisburg?
It's
Harrisburg. Oh gosh. Sorry. Anytime I hear Harrisburg, immediately I think Midnight Oil and Harrisburg.
Okay, cool. Elizabeth,
Yes.
that song stuck in her head again.
Yep. Hey,
um,
at least not the Pina Colada song.
yeah, I was thinking like we could get horses again, or we could take a boat upriver.
Ooh, riverboat might be fun. I don't know how much that costs.
We could find out. It would be less effort for us because the boat does, like, I might have to work, but the boat does the work. So
We can hire you out.
sure. And that way it cuts, a chunk off where we have to ride. Because, like, I don't think we can go upriver all the way to.
That'll give us a chance to study the maps and
How far away is Lux and then the mountains? I mean, would it even be worthwhile?
Here, I just switched you guys to the map. The big map, so you can see better.
So, yeah, Bard, Savas is a couple days, and then Lux is a week on the road past that. I'm not sure if there's a way up, because the maps will have that lake above Savas. I don't know if we can get there via riverboat, but if
From
we can,
Savas to the lake between Savas and Lux.
yeah,
Yeah. You think that you can.
because then like we could take a riverboat most of the way, and then just a couple days walk or ride into Lux, possibly, which would be easier.
That does sound a lot better than walking the whole way.
I mean, we had
you-
horses last time.
I actually am light enough to ride a horse. I forgot how much my guy weighed. I thought I was really heavy.
So you're thinking take a boat? That
I mean,
I feel like that would be. I've never traveled. I mean, I've traveled mostly on the road. I think that would be an exciting thing to do.
I think at this point I've quite literally spent more of my life on a boat than I have on land.
Let's get you back on a boat.
Plus, riverboats are super tame unless it's like the spring, where like in the spring where it like floods out. Like unless it's flooding out, it's easy. Like it's always the same thing. So
Huh. Like, I would be I'd be
Well, I'm
delighted.
not keen to ride hard and fast to Lux again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We could inquire and see if we can make passage all the way up to the lake up there, and then have a short jaunt over to Lux, and then we can get supplies and maybe research more because they're a big city too. So, like if they have like temple libraries and stuff.
Right. I like this idea that we take a boat, get into, then take a short trip to Lux, go from there, do some research, and then go to the mountains from there.
Yeah. How far is scale? Like, could we walk from that lake to Lux?
You could walk anywhere you
I
want.
mean, it
sure.
was yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Take a bit
it was
Is it
a
reasonable?
week. It was a week between Savas and Lux, so it'd be
on horseback.
half that. Well, the
So,
horse.
but you would be if you were walking, it would take longer. So probably, and like you don't know what the terrain is like because you haven't asked. So it's hard to know. If it's like
I mean,
swampy and messy, then it would take longer. If
We
there's
could-
a road, it would take less time.
we could probably get at least to Savas first, because I know that they ship between these two towns, and then figure out passage past that, or land travel on that same road.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't remember. What did you guys do with your horses when you got back to Vivian?
I think they were loans from Jean, right? So we just dropped them back off at the messenger stables.
Yeah, I think they were like messenger horses.
They were messenger horses that we rented. Yeah.
Okay.
We dropped them off. And one of them had gone lame, right?
We left
We
that
left
one
that
in
one
Lux.
in Lux,
Oh, okay.
and then we used the other horse because the what's his name from the town had come with us, so we had one spare horse because Elric didn't come
Right.
back,
Right.
so it evened out.
Yeah.
And then
I think
met
we
the
all
one guy who died.
we all got new horses in Lux.
Right.
No, you didn't. You had an option to, but all you did was get food.
That's right. We had a fancy writ that we used to get hay.
Yeah, yeah. You can get anything you want, and you chose to get hay.
Yeah.
But should we head to the trade district and potentially find our man?
Greg, Cal, you keep looking at my head. Is it really that bad?
Yeah. It kind of stands out.
Should I get like a
Gretchen, did you have like a kerchief or something he could wear? Would that be weird? Do men wear those? Maybe
That
we
would
just
be
get you a hat.
interesting. That would be interesting. Oh, I think I saw this absolutely wonderful hat a while back. Oh, where was it? Oh, it probably is far too expensive, but it had a feather in it, and it was wide brimmed, and it was just delightful. I don't think that's what you want, is it?
I mean, if I'm supposed to be not getting
It's-
noticed, it seems like I'm doing the opposite right now.
Yeah, I think that hat would also get you noticed.
I'll just-
So maybe not that hat.
Here, before we set out, hold on. I'll go grab my cloak and then just walk around with the hood up for the time being.
I mean, that's what Bard does. So, in fact, Bard was about to literally suggest, I just put my hood up.
What? Use the easy option?
Here, how about that? See, like, if I just keep this pulled down, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I might even have a spare mask if we could make it a fashion.
Ooh. Do you?
I assume at this point, like, because he just has time and time, like he's probably carved a few masks, maybe.
Yeah, so you've got some in case something happens to your main one. Sure.
Yeah, I reach into my bag and hand him. It's a fairly plain one with just eye slits or like spots where the eyes would be, but it's a pretty plain one. But you can also see on the inside of the mask there is a section of like I think it was thin gray or thin black fabric over the eyes, so that you can see out, but they can't see your eyes.
I'll try it on and see how it looks.
Does it have like space for a nose?
Oh, probably not.
Probably not very comfortable.
actually, it probably does because I think he'd stolen a mask early in his life, and obviously
Does
human
his
masks
hair
would have
show
those.
around the mask?
So it's one of those
So
like
he's designed around that.
yeah. Despite not having one, he's like, "This is clearly how they're made," and he just does that.
Okay.
What if I wear the mask with my hood down?
How about we just do it?
Does that
Like
show
we
his
just
hair?
take. How about we just take a handkerchief and then just wrap it around long, and then have eye slits.
How about if we go from marginally conspicuous to the most conspicuous possible?
Make him a hero.
I'll just this mask is a little uncomfortable. I'm
Yeah, I
not
don't
used to
think
it.
I'm gonna talk
Maybe I'll
to you
just
if you look like that.
maybe I'll just go with the hood up for now.
Probably the best. Let's just do
Does Ra not wear his mask because it's hard to breathe in?
It's not that. It's just even more stifling. So it's like feels like
Hard to
another
breathe in.
layer on top of everything
I
else.
see what you did there.
Which actually is maybe your first indication because Bard obviously never complains about it being hard to breathe in. That Bard doesn't breathe.
Yeah, there's probably not like, dedicated air holes or anything either.
Yeah, I mean, it gets like it's okay, but then like it's already getting like my breath is getting all wet in here, and so maybe
Your breath is getting all wet in there. What? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Have you ever been like in winter when it gets cold and you breathe and it like makes the little like cloud thing that comes out?
No.
Oh, oh,
Do you breathe?
I don't think so. It wasn't ever a thing that came up.
Maybe you should just put the cloak up.
Yeah. Cloak up, and then you'll look.
I'll look like your bodyguard. Like we'll both.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
I
There
mean, at the bar last night, there were quite a few sailors. I imagine there were quite a few sailors that just had no hair.
I mean, that's what I was gonna. When I saw my captain in the bar before I talked to her, my plan was to just cut all my hair off and bravely run away. And maybe leave you all behind.
Oh.
And never talk to anyone again.
Okay.
I understand.
I think that's not the best plan next time that a situation like this comes up. You can come and talk to us and we can figure out a better plan.
I mean, well, I
Like-
didn't.
Improperly dyeing your hair.
Yeah, we can. If we can't fix this, I'll just cut it off. It'll be fine.
Yep. It'll be fine.
Ooh, we could. I think Cal is frozen,
I think she is as well.
but I'll mention to Cal. We could go, and you could check at your old boss's place. Make sure that we're doing it right. I bet she would see my hair and laugh at us.
Go. First stop there. Second stop.
I mean, we could stop for a
Stuff.
hat first, or buy supplies, just like road supplies.
I think.
We
I
need
think.
like
I think.
food.
I think the cloak is fine.
Okay.
We'll keep the cloak up, and then we'll just go to the herbalist and then figure this out.
Okay. So,
Oh,
is Amanda back?
maybe.
Maybe. I see that you're there, but I don't
Oh,
hear
your
you.
video caught up, I think.
I hear you.
Oh, there you are.
There you are.
Okay, good.
Did you hear the whole plan, or were you gone?
I actually heard the plan. It cut in and out a
Okay.
little bit, but
Okay. So you guys go to Cal's shop to get Ra's hair fixed.
I think we might need to stop and put some lemons on the way.
Yeah, let's pick up more lemons. How much is it?
Well, they're kind of like not super cheap because they're not really local. Like a gold.
Cool. I'll buy them. Yeah, we could check and maybe see if you got the recipe right, since it didn't quite turn out, but and maybe have another
Yeah.
go.
Okay. So you guys go to I don't remember what your shop was called, Cal.
Pitcher plant potions.
Pitcher?
Pitcher, yes.
Okay. I never had it written down for some reason. All right, so you go to Pitcher Plant Potions, and Maeve is there, and she seems to be alone at this particular moment in time. You all come in, and she sees you all and smiles and sees Cal, and oh, Cal, it's nice to see you. How are you?
Hi. Oh, good.
It's been a couple of days.
Yeah, we've been busy with a couple things. We're getting ready to head out to the mountains.
And I pull my hood down right as she says a couple of things.
And she looks over, and you just see like she's trying really hard to fight, like laughing.
No, I know.
I'm trying to remember the formula to lighten hair. I don't think I
Well,
got it
you
quite
lightened it. It is lighter.
Yeah. Also looks really bad.
Well, his hair was very dark to begin with. It can be difficult to bleach dark hair.
Oh, that I didn't think of that. Yeah. So should we just do it again, or?
You can. Are you very fond of your hair?
I mean, if we can fix it so it looks like I fit in, that would be good. I could just cut it off, but
Well, it's just the more you bleach it, the more likely it is to need to be cut off in the end.
I mean, if I cut it off, I cut it off. We could try bleaching it again first.
It's unlikely to get very light, but it would get less orange, perhaps.
Sure.
All right.
Less orange would be good.
So you guys go, you do round 2 of bleaching. Make another intelligence check, Cal, but this time with advantage because you've got Maeve helping you.
I brought back up.
While this is going on, has the weather been dry recently? Because it was like late summer, right?
Yeah. So it's hot and it's dry.
Cool.
So the
you
only
look
thing about
really
wearing
out
a
of
cloak
place.
is you look, kind of strange having a cloak over your head.
That would be 11.
16
With
because of
advantage.
advantage.
16.
Oh, 16, yes.
Okay. So again, Ra, it burns. But Maeve's like, no. it's just what it is. Keep it on. And eventually, she kind of keeps checking in with Cal. And then, Cal, where you would have been like, I think it's time. She's like, no, just another minute.
While we're waiting, I'll ask if watering the plants outside has been a trouble, or if it's like too dry for them. Like, I'll ask about that because I know it's been dry recently.
Well, it's always more work to water them this time of year, of course.
Do you?
Usually I have Cal for that, but
I could
now I have Lily.
I could help with that today, as a thank you for.
That would be very nice. The herbs need pretty frequent watering.
How much longer is this going to take?
Oh, she checks again. It might be there. Let's rinse it out and look. So you get your hair rinsed out, and it's not blonde, but it's like kind of that orangey blonde color. But it's definitely less bright.
Kind of looks
Cool.
like he has a non-Vivian's ancestor in the past.
It looks like it needs toner, but you may not have toner.
I mean, I'm sure if we go to the, we can find a place with hair product.
Yeah.
So.
And she does kind of look at it for a minute and then goes and like kind of Maeve creates like this cream and's like, well, this isn't the best, but I think it might help a little bit. I'm like, lathers your hair down with it.
Oh, what is that?
Well, it sort of is it evens hair color out a little bit.
Oh,
Neat.
Just leave it in, and then next time you shower, you'll take it out or bathe.
Okay. And I'll ask her to show me where she wants plants watered.
Okay, yeah. So she, and if you let her get detailed, she will get very detailed. Like, this one needs more water than this.
I will get out there and be like, so this area?
Oh, maybe not that. Here, just right here. Avoid the lavender if possible.
I'll put my hood up and I'll cast Create Water and make it rain on the plants.
Dump it down.
In like the area.
Oh, wow, that is very effective. Next time, maybe I'll build little retaining walls. It'll be even better.
How does she realize that it was magic, or is she just like, oh, that's weird, sudden rainfall?
So I think she's just like, and you definitely, like, if you're paying attention, you get the feeling that she finds it very strange, but she's just not thinking about it. Like, she's just
into time.
Yeah.
So will that do? Probably.
Yes, that's lovely. That's great. Thank you.
All right. I figured the least I could do was save you some work after you worked on my hair.
Yes.
Is something wrong? Wait.
Oh, no. It's fine. It's just it's fine. Yes, thank you.
Do I get the vibe that she's very confused by what happened? The Lady of the Seas blessed me with abilities, and I can do things like make it rain in a small area.
Well, that is God's.
Yep. God's is right. I mean, it's
Must
still
have a very special connection with her.
it's still nothing like what like Cal and Gretchen can do.
Oh,
Cal is a very talented herbalist. Absolutely.
Very, very good with herbs. And kick, raw, ankle.
Oh, yeah. With the herbs and stuff. You taught her a lot. She's been really great.
Good.
Oh, you were
glad to hear
her
that.
instructor. That's something. Can she? Then Cal, why have you been so confused about some of the things? Why don't you just ask her if she was your teacher?
Oh, is there something you've been confused about, Cal?
Oh, just
Be
the
happy to help you.
hair dye. I couldn't figure it
Oh.
out. Yeah.
No. You had the perfect. It was just it needed to be on a little longer, and I think 2 applications were necessary.
Yes.
I mean, my instructor taught me everything I know, and I mean, I still have a lot. Like he was capable of.
Oh
some
yes, I still have
incredible
lots of
things,
still
and
like
so
all these books, and I'm trying to learn everything I possibly can about healing and shut up.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks again. Let's I think we have a few more errands to run today, so we'll be on our way.
Well, it was very good to see you all.
Yeah, good
Good
seeing
luck.
you too. How old
Do
is
stop in before you leave.
Maeve, by the way?
Do you have an opinion on that, Amanda?
I would say like 50-ish,
Okay.
maybe 45.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking 45-ish, but 50, sure, whatever.
Cool.
Let's go 45.
Just for the sake of
45 it
my
is.
mental picture.
Sure.
Shall we go?
All right. Where are you headed now?
once we do walk away, Bard will ask Cal, so if you can turn into a cougar, what is she able to transform into?
She doesn't believe in magic. I haven't really told her that I can turn into a cougar. I don't even know how I do that. It just happened.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
why
she
you
was your
kicked him.
teacher.
Yeah, she taught me herbs and medicine and things, not turning into animals.
I believe I see.
I've never met anyone else who can do that. I mean,
No,
Elric, not Elric, Andoril said he knew some other people that could, so kind of like hoping to meet them and learn from them.
I see. So, I mean, I understand the silk, but like in that instance, we should really get headed towards wherever he was from then.
Well, first we have to make sure Roz Captain doesn't come back to kill him.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, I mean, if we were amongst other people who could turn into other animals, wouldn't that make us fairly safe from a ship captain?
yeah, but we have to get to the animals
I
We
mean,
have to find him first.
She's pretty scary though. Like,
Oh no, I understand because Bard
I
talked
have the
with her,
impression she
right?
knows a lot of people.
Bard talked with her, but I think she was fairly pleasant when she talked to Bard.
I mean, I had a great time when I talked with her, so I don't.
You told her
I
right
don't
where we all
understand.
was.
I mean, she's real charming, but like, like people talk about pirates, and I've heard stories about pirates, but we never encountered pirates because the rumor was everyone was scared of her.
Oh, I understand now. I understand. I've heard of women like her. I understand.
Oh, where to now?
Should we just
we
wander around the market and
drop-
casually ask
Drop
about
a
a guy
letter
with-
off to Jean.
Oh, yes. You still sleeping, Piglet?
Oh, and we could stop by the store where the three of you, I believe it was, ordered outfits, and I mean, maybe ask them if they've heard of where or of this man, and I mean, we can see how the progress on your outfits are coming.
Other than the fact that we can't really pay for those outfits.
Yeah,
Oh, how much were they?
Was that 500 gold a piece or 500 gold for all of them?
a piece.
That is a lot of money, but I mean, it's only been a day, hasn't it? Like that was yesterday, yeah. I mean, then
Yep.
they won't be done yet, so there's still no concern. But I mean, we can always stop by and see if you were dropping 1,500 gold off for outfits. Then certainly that's enough of a chunk of change that maybe they'd answer our questions.
quick reminder, Mr. Leon, because we did see him, because he was the one that was in charge of the stock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have heterochromia or not?
You didn't see him up close.
Oh,
Was
okay.
he short and slimy?
No, he wasn't particularly short. He had a funny haircut.
Okay.
He had the inverse mullet.
Oh, yeah, he just had
He
the
had the
inverse
anime
mullet.
haircut.
Anime haircut. Oh. I'll find that clip of Felicia Day and I'll share that with you. Anytime I hear anime hair, there's one thing I think of. Anyway.
Back to YouTube. Hello, Elizabeth.
Yeah, we could stop at Outfitters, or we could head down to the docks and figure out, who's going upriver to Savas and secure passage, possibly.
Let's leave a note for John first.
Okay.
I
Jean.
put you guys back on the city map. Okay, so you go up to Sean's house. What are you going to leave in a note?
Probably just want to discuss a new lead.
What if we just
our-
tell him what we're looking for, and we
Yeah, we could leave it,
ask him to send word to the inn if he knows anything?
and then we can meet at his request. Yeah, that sounds good. Gretchen, you want to write it? Because I can't write good.
I can write it, and I'll write the note, and then I'll show Rod, this is what I wrote.
Short, slimy, henchman.
So we found
blue
a hench...
eye, gray eye. Yeah.
Gray eye. Yes.
Heavily involved in silk trading.
Heavily involved in silk trading. Asked for information. That's it. Yes.
Okay. So you go leave it with the butler, I assume? Like you knock on the door and they say, hey, here's a letter.
Yep.
And he sort of looks at you and like as he opens the door to see you, you sort of see this like small sigh and he opens the door. All right, come in.
We were just going to leave a note because if
Oh,
Jean's busy, we don't want to bother him.
this is a first. Yes, of course, I'll take a note to him. And he takes the note. Are you waiting on a response?
We'll come back later, and if there's a response, or if he needs to, yeah.
Or he can just contact us at the inn. He knows where we're staying. He knows where we're staying, right?
Yeah, he visited us there when we got back. So
Very well. I will let him know.
perfect. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Did it smell like there was fresh snacks made? Like, did I
Yes,
catch the
it
scent of baked goods?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna kick Raw again.
What it smelled? It smelled really good.
You're drooling.
So, yeah, what if we go check and see about getting passage up to Savas on a boat? Because if nothing else, it saves us a couple of days of walking.
Yeah. That sounds good. Let's
Are you guys walking away as you're having this conversation or just deciding where you're
let's
going?
just wander around the trades district for a little bit. See if we see anybody who's slimy with two colored
Yeah, we
eyes.
can
because we're
meander
up there.
around.
Yeah.
But like we weren't rushing off.
Okay.
So
So, who has the highest passive perception? I don't remember what your guys' perceptions are.
mine
Might be
is
me.
it's
I
probably
think it's-
Cal.
I think it's Cal. I
Mine is
think
13.
mine. Oh, what's mine?
14.
That's 17.
Dang, girl.
What?
All right, Gretchen. I'm assuming that Vards isn't higher since he didn't say. Okay. Gretchen, you hear a door slam, like back from Jean's house, and sort of turn to look, and you see him step out of the door, like he just stepped out. And, hey, everybody.
Oh,
Yes.
We
Oh.
turn around.
And he sort of walks towards you, and he's actually like fully dressed. He looks like he's ready for the day. Well, you didn't come in. That's unusual.
We're trying to be
I-
more polite.
your time.
Oh, I see. Well, that is appreciated. I did see your note, and I thought perhaps you'd want to hear my response since
Oh.
you're still here.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a description of somebody to do with your silk search.
Uh-huh.
It's very odd. It's vague, but it seems to very clearly describe my great uncle's private secretary.
Is your great uncle normally doing silk trading? Or is it just
Well,
your uncle? I get all your
the
family confused.
Uncle
I'm
and great
sorry.
uncle. I refer to he is my great uncle. He does. Yes. He heads most of the trade in the nation. If he's in some way involved with this, that would be highly unusual.
Should we talk inside?
Yes, let's go in.
Is this the great uncle that's the advisor to the queen, or is that his father?
Both. But his great uncle is the head advisor to the queen.
Oh, so this really stinks of
Oh, shit.
political power. Okay.
And that is where we're going to end for today.
Oh, boy. We put our foot
Oh.
in it again.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
As you guys recognize, who might be behind all of this?
Rod just wanted snacks.
Well, we'll get snacks.
Raw get snacks.
Yes.
So suddenly, skipping town to run away from your captain became the actual safer decision.
Yep.
Yeah. It's either that or, start nosing around, possibly accusing the queen's head advisor of secretary of high treason.
Of trading with an enemy nation.
Erpsh. All right, Fuzzbutt, you can come out now. Exactly.
So you guys have lots to think about this week.
Oh gosh. Ah.
Yeah, you could definitely see Cal making the face of, crap.
Nope. Oh,
What have we done?
oh,
Yes, there's a reason that Jean came running out after you.
He's like, shit. Does Jean have heterochromia?
No.
They're probably not blood related if it's like his
Great
attaché
uncle, yeah.
or whoever.
Oh, it's secretary, right? Not great uncle.
right.
I mean,
My bae.
family ties run deep, but
And also, you know things about Jean and his father
Yes.
and
yes,
their
we do.
relationship.
Yeah. It kind of closely parallels Gretchen and her father. Bye,
Not
Mochi.
Gretchen and her father.
Oh, right. Right.
Or
You've been
like
given very many indication that Jean may not be a blood relative of any of these people, actually.
or like Simon and
More like
Gretchen's
Simon.
father.
And your father.
Yep.
Come here.
Very much like Simon. And
Oh, sure.
Simon
Earlier
taking a
you wanted to
personal
break my
interest in
face.
Simon because he feels akin to him.
Yeah.
Earlier it wanted to eat my face. Now it doesn't want to come out of the pen.
Great.
You know, so it goes.
He's up to like 22 pounds. He's getting huge.
Jeez. He's a
Gosh.
puppy. That's not a puppy. That's like a dog.
He is now a small dog. He's no
Yeah.
longer like his nose is long enough.
I feel like in the last 2 weeks he's like doubled in size, just by judging by the Facebook pictures.
Hmm. Yeah, he's a big boy. He better not get too big, or I won't be able to show him.
What are you talking about? He'll
Is
still
there
climb.
a-
He'll still
what's the
climb up
size
on you.
limit?
It'll be fine.
Yes,
What's
he will
the
still climb up.
breed limit for showing?
I want to say like 26 inches at the shoulder or something. What are you doing? Come
I'm,
out
I'm
and say
fairly
hi.
certain that's taller than my 2-year-old dog.
Well, I would assume so.
How big are
Most
how
things
big
are
are
taller.
yeah? How big are Vishlas supposed to get?
Not bigger than 24 inches at the shoulder.
Mm.
26 inches at the shoulder.
Eh. I mean, worst case, you still have an amazing dog. So
Yes, I do. And he can do all the other things.
yep, like sniff out food in a ball pit, which will be great when you go to McDonald's.
That's really short. Are you sure that's the size?
No. No, yeah. Male Vishlas, 22 to 24 inches at the shoulder.
That's really short. I thought they were bigger.
Like they're Einstein-sized dogs, right?
Slightly
Yeah,
bigger
Einstein
than
was way
Einstein.
bigger than that.
I don't think so. 24 inches? Come on, stinker.
Yeah,
Get out of the
24
pen.
inches is only little.
Come here. Come here. It's at the shoulder. Dad's my good boy.
Yeah.
If we're talking about you, you got to show and tell.
Oh, he is looking slightly less puppy-y.
Maybe if I make a bunch of movement, he'll look over here. He can't hear me. I would start calling to him, but that would be useless.
Hang on, let me make you full screen and then we'll see if that happens. There we go.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi.
We're still streaming, by the way. I haven't shut us off.
I know.
Yeah.
This
but
is
Even
the quality
better.
content people come here for.
This is the thing
Oh
we
my
should
God.
clip.
Trying to get the attention of the adorable puppy.
This is
The
the
adorable
thing that we
puppy
need
does
to clip.
not care. He just wants
Yep.
to lick
Not
mom's face.
Nope, he
You're not
wants to. He wants
In the
to
mouth. I
pay
saw what
attention
you
to
ate.
3D peoples, not 2D peoples.
He's like, I don't know why you're holding me like this, but I'm taking advantage.
Yeah, he's down.
Have you. So
All right. Well, any last words or thoughts before we go offline?
Grunt, grunt, grunt.
I'm
can't wait
excited.
for next.
What have we
Yeah, I'm
done?
excited for next week. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't eat my microphone. Don't eat my microphone.
yeah, were we gonna do outros?
Yeah, let's do.
Right.
Go with your outro.
I'll start. I'm Stuart. I play Ra, as you have seen, and I am at Nacho Botulism on Twitch. And yeah,
Amanda.
I am Amanda. I play Cal, and I am at Statstein on both Twitch and Twitter. And the adorable one is Riker. Eating my microphone,
He is eating the
so I'm going to
microphone.
mute myself.
Mm-hmm.
Chris.
I'm Chris, and I play Bard the Bard, and you can find me on Twitter at Chris_Vowel.
And then I'm Elizabeth, and I'm at Lizard Alchemist, not Alchemy, on Twitch, and Lizard Alchemy on Instagram. And then
Turns out it's really confusing when you're trying to find her Twitch channel.
I know I think I really should change it back to Alchemy because that's the original one. So, yeah, that's who I am. That's
And she's
where
been
you can find me.
streaming lately, at least once.
Once. Yeah,
And
so
you
if you
can
ever
find
want
her not at Lizard Alchemy.
Lucas or Alchemist.
However
Yeah. So
hard you may look.
yeah.
If you're me.
If you only want to watch Sims 4 content centered around everybody's worst mobile game ad, Homescapes. That's what that Twitch is about.
Oh my God, Riker is destroying that headset. It's great.
It's amazing.
And I
I wanted
am
it to
Kara.
go.
I have been your DM. You're going to not have a mic next time. And my cast that you have seen on stream have been Moirin and Drake. They're on opposite sides of me right now, so I'm actually pointing. And you can find me on almost all of the online things as Rain Midnight, except Twitter, where it's Rain_Midnight. Someday they will get rid of that stupid Russian bot account, but not yet. And I have been making dice most recently. I've made this cute little set. It's kind of hard to see all the intricacies of it, but
Ooh.
it's like black and red with like a silver swirl. It is actually inspired by Lucifer, the Netflix series. Title character. Because the inspiration, like competition in my dice this month was TV shows that you enjoy. So I therefore made a Lucifer set. But you can find me and my dice on Instagram. And at some point there will be another sale, but I don't know when. Ooh, also, I made this really pretty Nebula set that I just pulled this morning. So they're like not polished or anything, but I
That
think
looks
they turned
fantastic,
out
too.
very good.
Yeah.
They're like my favorite set I've made so far. This is what the D2 looks like.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get them polished, but they've got a few days of curing before I can sand them. Anyway, so that's my story. Anyone else have anything?
I think we're good, unless Riker has a social media account that needs to get plugged.
Yep.
Okay. Not
No,
yet.
Mochi.
All right.
Yeah, Mochi. I think it's Momo Morel. Momo Mochi. I don't know what it is. I don't know what Mochi's is. I just do it from Instagram, and I'm like, oh yeah.
We'll let Mochi post it in the comments.
Oh, it's
There you go.
Momo. It's Momo Mochi Morel. Yes,
Clearly.
All of the above.
How could I
it
forget?
is all of the above. Mo. Basically.
All right. Well, have a wonderful day, everybody, and we will see you next week.
All right. Bye.